What is up, everybody? Brick Artemis here, and today I wanted to do something a little different, and that is to answer some of your guys' questions that you gave to me through Facebook or Instagram or what have you. Yeah, I did one of those, and I want to answer some of these questions that I received through kind of just like looking through some of my figures, some of my collection, and, maybe talk about a figure here and there when it pops up on screen, but overall just kind of answer your questions while doing this, and I think we're going to have a fun time doing that. So I guess just to start off, the first question I got was from the movie canon. And he says, "How are things, Brick?" Well, things are going good. Things are going really good, especially collecting-wise. I got the Purple Rain suit Spider-Man coming to add to this Spider-Man collection of mine, and I also have the Artisan Scarlet Witch on the way, hopefully sooner than later. And, of course, I'm really into Batman right now, so I want to add to that collection. But I'm doing good. I'm doing really good personally as well. Just got through a birthday, and I can't thank you guys enough for all those who wished me a happy birthday the last couple of days. So yeah, movie canon, Mr. Geo, I am doing great. Thank you for asking. The next question is, what is your goal? My goal, and I'm guessing, this person asked my goal as a collector or my collection. My goal is to collect what I enjoy, what I love, and that is Spider-Man, that is Batman, that is Star Wars characters. Like I always said, for Star Wars, I want the main characters. I need a Han Solo yet, a Chewie, some of the big names. I have my Darth Vader and Anakin and all that, but yeah, I want to be happy with my collection. I don't want a lot of garbage within my collection that I got to pick out once in a while. But so far, I haven't really had to do a lot of that. I try to make that decision before buying. Am I going to want this in a year? You know what I mean? Because, for one, the figure won't come out for another year. And will I still want it? Or am I going to feel forced to buy it? And that's kind of my goal, is just to get that collection that is mine. That is my collection that kind of stands out and that I enjoy looking at each and every day. By the way, this Star-Lord right here, super underrated. But a pain in the butt to pose, if I must say. Okay, next question. This is a good one. This is, "Why Do You Collect?" by Frank03 SVT over on Instagram. Why do I collect? I collect because it makes me happy. I collect because every time I unbox a figure, I smile and I enjoy it. I enjoy having my own little space when I need it to be my own space, and looking around at the collection and memories of seeing the movies or unboxing the figures or talking about the figures with my friends. And then not only that, but when I don't want to be alone, I can bring my family in here, my friends in the room, and we have some fun talking about the figures. So I think that is why I collect, because of the enjoyment, the excitement that I get every time I look at the collection. From Tiny Art Guy, favorite Star Wars character? Well, if we're talking about figures, my favorite Star Wars figure that I own right now, I would probably go ahead and say that my favorite Star Wars character figure that I have is the Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder Luke. That right now is probably my favorite Star Wars figure. My favorite Star Wars character? No, it's not Jar Jar. It's not Jar Jar. I would say my favorite Star Wars character is without a doubt Anakin Skywalker. I feel like his story, there's a lot more depth to it from beginning to end. I really, really enjoy Anakin's story, his rise and fall and rise again. Or I guess he never really had a fall. He constantly had a rise, if you think about it. But yeah, I had a lot of fun learning about Anakin a little bit more, and definitely need to watch some more Clone Wars so I can learn his story just a little bit more. And yeah, I don't know. I love Anakin Skywalker. I love Hayden Christensen, who played him. I love the kid who played young Annie. And yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a bad scene with Anakin Skywalker, honestly. So yeah, Anakin Skywalker and then Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder as a figure. Next question we have is from DanBat99. "And what are your predictions regarding DC announcements at the Hot Toys Summer Showcase?" Now, I was asking some friends. I don't know exactly when this showcase is. I'm going to be honest. By the way, those Mondo figures, guys, come on. super underrated. Spider-Man Mondo figures are legit. Um, yeah. So, what are some predictions? I was asking some friends, and I don't know exactly when this is. Okay, I'm guessing it's in July, August. And I would say if it is during that time, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of stuff for the James Gunn universe. Whether it's Superman, whether it's Hawkgirl, Green Lantern, Superman, obviously. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of James Gunn stuff. I think they're going to want to push that. And with the Superman hype with James Gunn, I don't really see them quite doing a Christopher Reeve just yet, but I will say that I believe that we can see a Christopher Reeve by next year when everyone's kind of loving this DC content, hopefully. Other than that, I could see some villains coming. I could see more villains. I could see grades from other DC or figures from other DC announcements earlier in the year, like Mr. Freeze and stuff like that. But I know a lot of people are saying that we're not ever getting a Jack Nicholson again. I still think that can happen. Whether it's this year or not, I don't know. But I'd be kind of happy if that was in the showcase. Next question. Let's see here. This is a good question from House of Collectibles, Mr. Flavio himself. What is a figure you hate dealing with but love the presence? I was like, dude, this is such a good question. I might even make this into a video, but I will answer one of them for now. And that is Mr. Artisan Jack Sparrow. Yeah, Artisan Jack Sparrow that came out recently, or that I got recently, and I absolutely love the presence. I think it's one of the best looking figures in my collection. But man, taking him out of the box, getting him situated, posing him up, that was the biggest pain in my butt ever. But you know what? He's an amazing looking figure, as you see here, and it was all worth it in the end. But I have not changed his pose ever since because I do not want to deal with that again. Artisan scares me, guys. Taking it out of that little cylinder thing to begin with and worried that his head is going to smash up against the plastic. Oh, that was a scary moment for me. But yeah, really cool figure. But putting those guns and everything in his belt loops and everything like that was kind of a pain too. So hopefully that answers your question, sir. Favorite Spider-Man figure? Ask the one Adam 12. My favorite Spider-Man figure. Now that's a really good question. I would say the comic book Spidey. The one that has that you guys saw in the collection earlier with the big Spider-Man over the top, and I actually used to have him posed up pretty sweet, but I would say comic book Spidey, or of course everyone knows Miles Morales Spider-Man from Into the Spider-Verse. Absolutely love that figure because of the posability, and he just looks awesome. 3 head sculpts, you can't beat it. Really, really good looking figure. Next question. Let's see. We have no question here. Just want to say awesome setup, bro. I appreciate that. I really, really do. Thank you. Thank you. Tyria asks, Artisan Melissa. I love this question. Oh, my gosh. Artisan Melissa Benoist Supergirl or Artisan Elizabeth Olsen Wanda? Only one. That's hard. Okay? Because we are actually getting an Artisan Wanda, which is cool. She's coming home. Scarlet Witch from Endgame. But to make this a little more hard for me to answer, I'm going to say my favorite Wanda version, and that is the Halloween look from WandaVision. A Hot Toys Artisan Wanda from, or you know what? Make it even harder. Actually, I think I like an Artisan version of Age of Ultron. Let's say that. Versus a Melissa Benoist Supergirl, maybe from like the first or second season. It's going to be, I don't want to cop out and just say Melissa Benoist Supergirl because we already are getting an Artisan Wanda. But Supergirl is my favorite female superhero of all time. And so far, Melissa Benoist has played the best version of it, in my opinion. Even though the show was a little hokey at times, but she did awesome. And yeah, I think I would say a Hot Toys Melissa Benoist Supergirl, 100%. Any figures from Toy Collector HQ? Any figures you are excited to have soon? Yeah, I mean, I am super excited to get my Scarlet Witch Artisan when Black Widow Artisan comes too. And I'm waiting for that Feral Predator. That's going to be sick. So those 3 figures are kind of at the top of my list right now, I would have to say. Favorite figure in the collection? Asked the Fallen Collector. You know, I would always say Miles Morales. I really would, but I think the last few months is my RoboCop figure from the RoboCop 3 movie. Yeah, that one's just special. A lot of relation with my dad. Yeah, RoboCop, man. I grew up with RoboCop. I would say that is my all-time favorite figure. And if I ever had to get rid of my collection, which hopefully never have to, I would keep that one for sure. But that's all the questions that I received. And I just want to thank you guys for kind of making this video with me, having fun, answering some questions with you guys, and showing off the collection just a little bit before I actually do a collection tour. That will be coming, but I'm waiting for a few figures to come in, and then I want to change up some poses, make it look really cool and all that stuff. But until then, guys, make sure to always choose to collect and keep bricking.